everyone, and welcome to our second zoo tour. Today, I think we're going to try and look at the Asian Pachyderm Reserve. We're going to give that one another go since it didn't record properly the first time. I think that the recording of our last episode, I think it went well. I didn't have to do any editing or anything. I just popped it right online, so it is raw footage, one might say. I think I'm probably going to do these zoo tours very similar to how I've been doing my Stardew Valley playthrough. I'll just do a video a week and we'll just see how it goes. So if you're enjoying these, let me know. If you want to see more of them, or if you'd like to see more of a live playthrough as opposed to just touring what's already been built, I'd be happy to do that. Just let me know what you want to see. All four of you. Anyway, so this file is part of my franchise zoos, and I built it so that when there was a Asian elephant breeding challenge, or maybe it was like in the Asian rhino or both, several years ago, that this would be the place where I could go and just really focus on getting that challenge completed. Which made things a lot easier because I didn't have to deal with, like how we saw in the last video, of literally every single animal trying to escape its enclosure. In here, I could just really focus on the 24 animals that I needed. So I just built a simple little circle for guests to walk around and places for them to spend money, because even though this is a file that I just specifically wanted to do breeding, I still need money to be able to pay for the animals' food and pay for the zookeepers, blah, blah, blah. Typical business, capitalism. Anyway, but we pay fair wages at my zoo. So, most things aren't even really decorated. I did get some decorated buildings after we had some money, but the main goal was just to get things started and start getting elephant production going. So this enclosure here, I tried to make it pretty, since even though, this isn't the point of this, is to look pretty. The guests spend more money when they like how it looks. So this is where I have the main breeding herd. I've got multiple females with the one male, Shrek, we love him, and then their recent offspring. Flipping to the other side of the circle, over here I have a calf pen. So this is where I have the older calves. And even though the game registers them as still, babies, this baby is 11 years old. And 11 years old for an elephant is basically old enough to have their own babies. So the reason that I put them in a different exhibit is because the way that the game registers infants and when mom can breed again is all based on the way they're programmed. So the age that the elephants can start breeding is 15 years old. But according to this interbirth period, mom can have a calf every 9 years, with a 2-year pregnancy. So every 11 years, mom will have a baby. So if I was to leave, no, they'll be fine. If I was to leave that calf in the same exhibit as mom, she would not get pregnant for 15 years, and then the 2-year gestation. So 17 years until she has her next calf. And in the wild, I think that it's every 2 to 5 years they'll breed, because they'll have a 2-year pregnancy, they'll care for that calf for a few years, then they'll get pregnant again, have a 2-year pregnancy, have a new calf by the time their first calf is, 5 years old or whatever. So, and they have a very complex social structure and whatnot, and I'm just kind of shooting from the hip on those years. I'm not 100% sure what they do in the wild, but it seems reasonable. So just for the sake of the computer and the game and the challenge of breeding the elephants, it was a lot more productive to move those calves once they reached that 8 or 9 year old point, so that the cow could get elephant could get pregnant again. So that's why I built this offshoot pen with just babies. And I do that a lot for these big breeding challenges. Right here, it looks like we've got a family of rhinos, the breeding pair, and their offspring. And then over here, I've just got a lone rhino. I'm not really sure why. I don't really recall. Because the last time that I was in this file, we were breeding hippos. So I have quite a few hippopotamuses left over from that. I've got what are now maturing adults. I think this was my calf pen because there's still calves in here and they're like recently matured. And then this larger pen, these two larger pens over here, is where I had breeding groups. So you can see I still have the breeding adults over here. So that's kind of how I set most things up. These are like large exhibits to be able to facilitate large breeding groups, and they're relatively flat and undecorated, and the guests can barely see them if they even have the attention span to walk all the way down this long path to see them anyway. Because guest interaction isn't really the point with these animals. The point here is to win me the prizes. So if we do any playthroughs later on when there is a community challenge running, this might be one of the places that we go. And it's relatively simple to shut down other breeds. So if like I really needed to focus on the hippos, I could put all of the elephants into the animal trading holding area and just not have to worry about them, and then when I'm done, just put them back. So clearly I've been breeding white rhinos at some point. I haven't just like sat and played this game for fun for a few years, just because I've been busy with other things. But and there's all those hippos, gold quality hippos, pandas and stuff. So you can definitely see where there's some projects that I've been working on. But I'm really excited to get back into it. I've missed it. I've been really busy building a garden, and I bought a house, and we've been renovating the house and having, jobs and all other things going on. So excited to be able to play again, especially having like the motivation of playing to like show off and just like hang out. So this is interesting. Just a table. Yeah, you could just walk around, but that's fine. I love that. I love that creativity and attention to detail from the developers. So, yeah. So that's the end of this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.